Are you guys ready to flip the worst seat in the House? It's time to expel the entire Freedom Caucus, or at least the mouthpiece of the Freedom Caucus. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? We can do it. You want to see how? Shawn Harris is running to flip the seat of Marjorie Taylor Greene, aka She Who Shall Not Be Named. Are you ready to do this? Getting rid of Trump's mouthpieces in the House? Give rise to more intelligent and honorable voices? I got to sit down and talk to Shawn the other day, but I divided it up into 3 parts. This is part 1, where I get to know Shawn, talk to him about his district. You should watch this, but also check out the other 2 because there is some exciting stuff coming up, including exactly how things are going in his race against MTG and what his strategy is to defeat her in 25 days. Are you ready? Are you ready? So I need you to watch this video, like it, comment, get it out there, because this is how we hurt Marjorie Taylor Greene where she lives. It's time for Leave No Dem Behind to go all out. Hey everybody, welcome to Down Ballot Roundup in partnership with Leave No Dem Behind, where I introduce you to Democratic candidates running in local elections throughout the country. I'm Brian Randolph, and today I am here with Shawn Harris, who is running for the U.S. House of Representatives to represent Georgia's 14th Congressional District, the seat currently held by Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hello, Shawn. It is great to have you here today.
Hey, Brian, it's so great to be on your show, man. I tell you, thank you for all your support and everything that you're doing for all of us.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about you?
Hey, appreciate you giving me the opportunity. Many people have heard my story. My story is not unique to be from Georgia. I came from a little small town, Southwest Georgia, Blakely, Georgia, to be specific. And on that, in Georgia, I was born and raised on a dirt road, and it's still a dirt road today in 2024. But after I finished high school, I went into the Marine Corps. After finishing Marine Corps, I went to Tuskegee University, went through ROTC, and became a second lieutenant in the United States Army. As going through my military career, to make it real quick, I switched from the Army to the National Guard, did time in the Michigan Army National Guard, did time in the Virgin Islands National Guard, and ended my career in the Georgia National Guard. But the difference in my time was I was what we call AGR, or Active Duty National Guard. And from that, I had the opportunity to deploy to Afghanistan, to Kosovo, and my last major assignment was Israel. But in between all those things, I actually led a team into Liberia, Africa during the Ebola time. So a lot of different experience. And then somewhere sprinkled in there, just for your viewers to know, that I was a teacher and a principal. But then this thing called
Wow.
9/11 happened, and then as like everybody else, our careers completely changed. So if 9/11 never happened, I probably would have retired as a principal or superintendent somewhere there in Michigan. But that wasn't the plan, and I put the uniform on and kept on going.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about District 14?
Yes, District 14, Northwest Georgia is beautiful. Um, we have the mountains, we have awesome people. Everybody here is super nice. And on top of that, the district is 10 counties. From the time that you cross the state line coming down from Tennessee, coming into on 75, it crosses back over to Rome, Georgia, and then comes to Polk, Paulding County, and then we have a little sliver of West Cobb. So the district itself is very different from the district that Marcus Flowers ran in. So I want to make sure that everybody understands the district Marcus ran in and the district I'm running in. Only thing it has in common is still called 14, but what from a demographics, from a voter base, it is uniquely different from each other. And right now, what I can say to you is, inside the 14th, we have people that were born and raised here. We also have a significant amount of people that have moved into the district from all over the United States, to live up here in the mountains. And I'm not going to say that everybody is in support of Marjorie Taylor Greene.
All right. Well, so we are down to my last question, which is my favorite question. I call it my softball question. I would like you to tell me something about the 14th district that makes it special to you.
I tell you what, that's a great question. What makes the 14th special to me is that, one, obviously, I'm a farmer and I raise cattle. But the way that we ended up here in the 14th is my wife Carla and I were simply looking for the right house, the right farm, and all of those things. We actually looked at 2 other locations before coming here. One was down in Savannah, and the last one before coming directly here was in Fort Valley. And when we looked at the farm in Fort Valley, we said, you know what? Let's take the time to go up here to this place called Rockmart, look at this farm, and as soon as we pulled in, we actually said, this is the place. So we are all in. We're never leaving. Win, lose, or draw, I will spend the rest of my life right here on this farm being a person from Northwest Georgia. And I guarantee you, if you would ever have a podcast with Marjorie Taylor Greene, she can't tell you that she's going to stay here in Northwest Georgia because she moved in Northwest Georgia from Atlanta just to come here to win a race. So people need to ask themselves, do you want somebody who's just popping from place to place? Or do you want somebody to say, you know what, after all these years of moving and going different places, we have finally found home. And I chose to come back to my home state, and I chose to live here in Northwest Georgia, and I will always be here in Northwest Georgia.
Shawn Harris is running for the U.S. House of Representatives in the Georgia 14th District, and I just wish you the best of luck. I really want you to win this, so I thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you too. You know, what I would say here in closing, leadership matters. Leaders must lead and leaders must listen. And leaders must actually care about the people. That's Shawn Harris. I'm not as sure if that's my opponent. And we're going to let the people here in Northwest Georgia make that decision. And whatever decision they make, I'm going to respect it because, again, I just want to make things better for the people here. So, again, thank you for having me on. Look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you very much, Shawn.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, guys, now you've met Shawn. I'll be releasing the other 2 pieces of the video soon, but please like and follow and all the stuff you got to do to get this video out there. Let's bring some more honorable voices to the House of Representatives and flip this seat. Go check out Shawn Harris and leave no Dem behind.